Everything is about to change as Tulsky's monster is finally being unleashed, and the league will never be the same. Size, grit, power, and a complete disregard for human life joins the most potent lineup in the entire NHL. This team will now play with more of an edge and will not get pushed around anymore. This is exactly what is needed. This was the final piece. And now we await the trail of bodies left in this team's wake. Welcome to Hurricanes Digest. I'm Jeff Testanero. I invite you to like, comment, subscribe. Let's make this the number one source for anything Carolina Hurricanes anywhere. And the supreme fighting machine known as Nick Deslauriers is in Raleigh. He arrived Monday. He got down to business, which is always nice. You never want to see the new guy slacking off. Got in to meet Rod. From what I understand, they talked about his family and if they were going to join him in Raleigh. I know they're still back in Philly. And he got on the ice, and he met his team. It's nice when, Rod seems like a nice guy. Got in to talk to him, settle in. That's good. I think this is going to be good. Also on it is the Hurricanes X account, which they're always on it. They're actually pretty good at staying on it. Welcome to Raleigh, Nick. Soft, sweet. Nick went on to say, there's a quote here. I think this role is needed for the future of the season. Like this, I'm just trying to be a good guy off the ice, a good guy, to my guys on the ice, and just trying to protect my guys, which is a scary statement. A scary statement. The entire league knows who this guy is. The Hurricanes know who this guy is. They know what he can do. And since 2014, 2015, Nick Deslauriers has led the NHL with 88 fighting majors. This also removes the naysayers like those, know-it-alls on TNT or whatever that repeatedly say that the Hurricanes are too soft. This removes that. 88 fighting majors. Imagine, going to an important game like the Eastern Conference Finals and you think you're going to, pick on Jordan Staal or get a little chippy again with Jarvis or, Slavin or Aho or whatever. And then here comes this dude. Going to knock you out. He's going to knock you out. His new teammate, Jordan Martinook, jumped right in there. Obviously, he's one of the toughest guys in the league, so that's nice to have on your side. He works hard. I feel like if you work hard, come in here and skate, you're going to fit in well, obviously. I mean, nobody likes the new guy slacking off at all, so it's nice to have him there. I really think that his style of play is kind of what's missing in the NHL, and so does Nick Deslauriers. I'm not shy about it. I think there's a place for a role like mine in the league when it gets to crunch time as well. You just have to stay busy and be ready when your name is called upon. Next guy up, this big Québécois is ready to get on the ice and mix it up. If you're expecting like 8 million goals from this guy, you need to go back and look at your stats. This guy has like 1 goal in 26 games, which is fine because that's not his role. Again, he's a physical presence. He's there to mess people up. He's there to knock people's teeth out. There's definitely a role for guys like him in the league. A league that has skated away, pardon the pun, from roles and guys like Lindros and Domi and Stu Grimson. If you want to go all the way back to the 90s, this guy plays hardcore smash mouth. I'm not going to use the term. Hardcore smash mouth hockey, reminiscent of the 90s and even the 80s. Big guy goes out there to muscle around a team and bounce around the other team and protect his team, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He went on to say, when you look at the big picture coming to a team that's a top seed like that, you're excited. You kind of want to think, not overthink, but think about the things I can do to bring to this team without touching what's going on right now. So he's not expecting the puck. I'm not sure why he would expect the puck. He's not looking to come in and shake up, and that's exactly what would happen if they got Vinny Trocheck. Things would have changed. The chemistry would have changed. The roles would have changed. Trocheck is a prolific goal scorer. Always has been. Always has been. He did it in the Olympics. He's done it with the Rangers. He did it with the Panthers. He did it with the Hurricanes. Adding that will change the chemistry. I've said it 8 million times. Adding this guy, this Delorier, is not going to change the chemistry, and that's exactly what's needed on a team like this. You don't need to change the chemistry. He's going to come in when he has to put somebody out. He's going to come in on the penalty kill. He's going to come in late in the game. I'm not talking about like the last 2 minutes when they need a goal. He's going to come in when they need to stop a goal. He's going to come in when they're against, let's say, Buffalo or Tampa or even Boston. When they come in, we all know playoff hockey is a completely different game from regular season hockey. We all know that. We all know that. We all absolutely know that. Delorier will fit in well with Kane's culture. He's a big, tough, menacing force that has a huge reputation around the league. Nobody wants to play against him. He beats people up. That's what he does. Adding a monster like this to a great team on the ice is great. A great team off the ice is great. Vinny Trocheck would have screwed up the chemistry. This is 100% needed. This team is already cooking with oil, gas, and gravy, to quote the great Trip Tracy. And now this adds muscle, man. This is a wonderful thing. This is a wonderful thing. I actually feel bad for the rest of the league right now. Hurricanes are a more complete team than they were a week ago, and a week ago they were a super complete team. I have a request for the audio guys at Lenovo Center. A request, a throwback, if you will, to the team's time in Hartford. When he comes out and he starts punching, please play the Grim Reaper Death March. Please play that for me. I would love that. And I'm sure a lot of, old school Caniacs that maybe go back to liking the team or watching the team when they were in Hartford will remember that. They played it for the Grim Reaper, Stu Grimson, and this is all the guy did. And he's the last real enforcer I remember. So if you could play the Death March, that would make my day. That's a special request from yours truly right here at Hurricanes Digest. I would absolutely love that. Anyway, I can't wait for him to get on the ice. I'm really excited. Thank you for watching. I invite you to smash that subscribe button. Let's get these numbers up. For Hurricanes Digest, I'm Jeff Testanero. See you soon, Caniac.